For staying with us, I'm Laura Ingram, in for Bill O'Reilly. And in the 2012 campaign segment tonight, we've got some new poll numbers for you. And according to Gallup, a majority of voters in 13 key election swing states say they are not better off than they were 4 years ago. Interestingly, President Obama and Mitt Romney tied when voters in those states were asked which presidential candidate would improve life over the next 4 years. Joining me now to explain all of this, Democratic pollster Bernard Whitman, author of the new book, 52 Reasons to Vote for Obama, and from Houston, Chris Begala, a media political consultant. Before we get to the polling, I would like to get your thoughts, though, on this soundbite from Republican Senate nominee in Texas, of course, Ted Cruz.
If this presidential race focuses on issues, if it focuses on the economy, on President Obama's abysmal economic record, Republicans win. If it's a battle of personalities, Republicans will lose.
Well, I don't think that's anything new. I think people understand that Obama has the personality thing going. But nevertheless, you can't buy food with personality. You buy food with money that you make and money that you take home from take-home pay. And Chris, you can start with this. Better off than you were 4 years ago. That's the question that Barack Obama said was right to ask in 2007 and 2008. Is it right to ask today?
Absolutely, and that's what voters in swing states are going to ask themselves when they go into the voting booth, Laura. And this key swing state poll by Gallup says 56% say they are not better off than they were 4 years ago, and 40% say they are. I will also caution 1,095 of these respondents are quote-unquote adults. 970 out of them are registered voters. So the numbers are even better for Romney because it's harder to get those really likely voters out there. So no question about it, this is a big poll. You see 72% of swing voters saying that the country is going in the wrong direction. And even though President Obama declared the private sector is doing fine, 14% swing voters in this poll by Gallup, 14% say the economy is good. These are bad numbers for Obama, good numbers for Romney, but Romney has still got to lay out a plan. He's got to tell voters what he needs to do. He's still got a ways to go in that area.
Bernard, chime in here, because just as a bottom line question, that always seems to be the question that wins the day. Personality's great. It's great to talk to People magazine. It's great to talk to Entertainment Tonight. Great to have a nice family. But in the end, your stuff either works or it doesn't work, regardless of whether you thought Bush was a disaster or not. You're the guy now.
No doubt that this election is going to be very close, and the numbers reflect that. But I'd have to differ with my friend Chris. Romney has laid out a plan, and the reason why he is tied in a poll in which the majority of people say that they're not better off is they don't trust him, they don't like his plan, they don't want him to be the nominee, and they don't want him to be the president. This is a guy who has clearly laid out a vision for America that is a winner-take-all philosophy where the rich get a $725,000 tax cut if you're a multimillionaire. If you're a working family with kids, maybe face a $2,000 tax increase. This is an administration, it would be, a Romney-Ryan administration, that would gut Medicare. President Obama has actually extended preventive services to 33 million seniors. Yeah. So the fact is, they have looked at the plans. They don't like his plan.
The gut Medicare line, and Chris, you can chime in. I don't want to take up your time. Yeah. But the gut Medicare line doesn't even seem to be really selling that well in Florida. That old, trope from the left on, oh, you want grandma to eat kibbles and bits in the street. I mean, that just doesn't seem to be selling. People are a little more sophisticated than that today. But Chris, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I agree, and it isn't selling because there's a darn little thing called facts, and $716 billion of Obamacare comes out of Medicare, and I think the voters in Florida and other swing states know that. Look, we've got a sitting president with a 43% against Romney, 44-43 among likely voters in today's Rasmussen. When an incumbent's at 43, he's in big trouble. Again, Romney has got to define himself. 25% of this country really doesn't know him that well. That's on Romney. But look, when Carter was running against Reagan here, Carter was 10 points up at this time. So you tell me if Obama's comfortable right now. No way. You're going to see more garbage like the Priority USA ad, anything to distract, but the bottom line is the economy. It's not doing well. That favors Romney.
All right, gentlemen.